Hello, everyone. Welcome to Agility Academy knowledge sharing session. Uh, Thanks for joining on LinkedIn, YouTube. This session, as we speak, is going live across multiple platforms. I'm Sandeep Ranaway. I'm senior Agile coach, consultant, as well as founding director of Agility Academy, based in Melbourne, Australia. Today's topic is business agility and scale agile framework overview. So I hope you are going to enjoy this session. In case if you have got anything to ask, feel free to drop question or write a comment on LinkedIn or YouTube channel. We'll appreciate if you just say hi and just share your location. It'll be good to know who all are watching this video as of now. So let's dig in. So today we are going to look into various topics, various areas related to business agility and scale agile framework. We'll see why there's a need for many organizations to adopt agility and change the current ways of working. We'll do a bit of deep dive into 7 core competencies of business agility for a business agility and scale agile framework. And then briefly, we'll look into 3 core competencies of business agility in SAFe. First one is team and technical agility. Second one is agile product delivery. And then lean portfolio management. With this, we'll wrap up by understanding what are different learning opportunities in case if you're curious to upskill, cross-skill yourself in agile space. We'll answer any questions if there are anything specific to this topic. So let's dig in. Now, when we talk about agile agility, you might have heard this term several times. If you go back to the roots and understand what's the meaning of agility by referring, dictionary, agility is nothing but ability to move fast, move quick, respond to change by thinking quickly and understanding the surrounding. Same concept if we try to apply in a business landscape. It's same thing rather than for individual. It's all about business. How any business is able to compete in ever-changing world, wherein there are different market conditions, there are emerging opportunities. During pandemic, we have seen that new players have emerged. So how any organization is able to thrive and compete in this ever-changing market by leveraging all those core capabilities to deliver innovative business solutions. So that's all about business agility. Now, why it's important to embrace business agility in today's world? Because if we refer what's mentioned by Mike Kirsten in the book Project to Product, he has mentioned that as a human being, we have gone through 5 revolutions so far, technological revolutions. And right now we are at the tipping age or turning point of the latest revolution, which is age of software and digital. So in this revolution, we have seen a lot of new players coming in the market since last few decades, like Google, Facebook, so on and so forth. And they have come and disrupted the market purely on the basis of their ability to deliver innovative solutions at fast pace. And if anyone want to any organizations, whether it's a new startup or legacy organizations, enterprise, they want to respond to changing market conditions, then they need to think beyond what has been tried and tested so far. And that's the reason we are seeing a lot of organizations embracing agility or revamping their ways of working to tackle these new challenges and respond to new needs or market conditions. Now let's quickly look into the Scale Agile framework. What exactly it is? Scale Agile framework, as sometimes it's called as a SAFe, is one of the most popular frameworks when it comes to scaling Agile at an enterprise level. And it is, I will say, repository of different lean agile DevOps practices, which can be applied at a scale, at a big enterprise, wherein typically you have to ensure that more than 5 to 12 teams, around 100 people, need to come together, focus on delivering common outcome, business solution. That's where Scale Agile framework comes quite handy, and it can go beyond 100 team members to around thousands of team members when it comes to expanding across the organization. The Scale Agile framework is like any framework. If you have been aware of Agile Manifesto has got 4 values and 12 principles. Scale Agile framework has got its 4 values, core values: alignment, ensuring that there is alignment across organization, across group when it comes to delivering outcome; built-in quality, ensuring that top quality product is delivered, because no one want to tackle all those technical debt or challenges which are present because of poor code quality or poor quality of the solution. Transparency, ensuring transparency is provided right from the portfolio or right from the organizational level till the team level, so that people can understand when what need to be supported. And program execution. So program execution is something as which is at the heart of this scale agile framework, and we are going to explore that a bit further. So these are the four core values. In terms of lean agile principles, safe lean agile principles, there are 10 principles. Uh, we aren't going to go and explore all those 10 principles here, but in a nutshell, it talks about how things needs to be applied at a large scale when you are tackling a bigger challenge, when you are looking into delivering bigger solution, and expectation is that multiple teams need to work together. So it has leveraged few things which are purely on basis of lean economics. So taking economic view, system thinking, always ensuring that you have got multiple options available rather than thinking that you know everything, which is quite illusion in today's VUCA world, wherein things are volatile, uncertain, as well as complex. And there are a few principles which you might have seen in a Kanban have been extrapolated and applied at a agile at scale level, like visualizing work, limiting read, and then reducing batch size, so on and so forth. Three additional principles which you can see at the bottom, those are quite unique, wherein quite a lot of emphasis is given on lean agile leadership and lean agile mindset. So eighth principle is all about tapping that intrinsic motivation of knowledge worker. If we refer what Daniel Pink has suggested in the book The Drive, so ensuring that knowledge workers have got autonomy, mastery, and purpose, and then getting people organized around value and having that decentralization of decision making, so that people will be empowered rather than everything done top down. So this is in the nutshell what Scale Agile framework stands for: four values and 10 principles. Now, when we talk about business agility, quite often you need to go beyond what's done at a team level. And that's where SAFe has come up, or Scale Agile Framework has come up with this approach that you need to focus on 7 core competencies rather than just focusing on IT department or particular team or particular practices. In today's session, we are going to look into Agile product delivery, team and technical agility, and lean portfolio management. So these are the 3 core competencies typically any organization focuses on before they try to replicate success across the board by leveraging lean and agile leadership, which act as a foundation. And then, having that culture where people are continuously learning, organizational agility through having strategy, which is quite adaptable, and applying all those principles at a large enterprise level when it comes to delivering solutions by leveraging hundreds and hundreds of teams. So let's quickly have a look at team and technical agility. Before we move on, let me quickly remind you, feel free to say hi on YouTube channel or on LinkedIn where this event is live. Even if you are going to watch this afterward, I will appreciate if you just say hi. If you have got any questions with regard to Scale Agile Framework Business Agility, feel free to pop up those questions. I love to interact with participants, and I'll be more than happy to answer all your questions right away or after this session. So let's get back to team and technical agility. So what is team and technical agility? From a SAFe point of view, team and technical agility starts with understanding that agile teams are building blocks of anything. So even before you start to scale any piece of code or any piece of product or solution, you need to ensure that you have got a right mix of agile teams. Those teams might be cross-functional teams. Those teams will be teams which has got all expertise, knowledge which is required to deliver a right outcome. So there is agile team construct when you got a special role like a product owner, scrum master, and built-in quality. So if you are going to work in a software industry developing software product, or in a hardware industry developing hardware product, there are certain guidelines which are provided by SAFe when it comes to ensuring built-in quality, such as pair programming, automation as much as possible, definition of done, so that we know what success looks like and how we are going to align when it comes to someone is saying that, hey, work is done, then people are on the same page, and establishing flow. So sustainable pace delivering outcome. Another one which is quite interesting and important, I will say that is the core of the SAFe framework, Scale Agile framework, is team of teams or agile release train. So agile release train is a new concept which was introduced in a SAFe, and it talks about if you want to deliver a big outcome, bigger solution, then you can't have just one or two teams who can focus on that. And in such cases, you might want to find out, okay, if from the customer's point of view, you are going to deliver a brand new product, and for that, you need to get some security approvals, legal approvals. You might want to launch a new marketing campaign. Probably you want to get some expertise from the business stakeholders, need to be compliant with all those regulatory requirements. In such cases, what you do in Scale Agile framework in SAFe World is you form this virtual organization, virtual program or release train, which is nothing but a team of teams. So you'll have 5 to 12 teams who will work together as a single group towards common target, and they'll be following same cadence. They will be talking in the same language, and cohesively they will achieve whatever mission or vision has been set for this particular release train. So team of teams is nothing but agile release train. Sometimes it is referred as an agile program as well. And that's where you will have 5 to 12 teams, around 50 to 125 people who will be working together towards delivering that solution increment to customer. So that's about team and technical agility. Now, team and technical agility was all about getting things right, okay, by following best engineering practices, by organizing teams which are optimized for the flow of value, so on and so forth. Agile product delivery is all about building things right. Oh, sorry, agile product delivery is building right things. So there's a subtle difference. Team and technical agility is all about building things right, and agile product delivery is building right things. So what does it mean? It means that you don't want to build something for which there isn't demand in the market. You don't want to build something for which probably you are targeting wrong type of customer segment, and that's where agile product delivery comes quite handy. So in this core competency in SAFe, you'll be exploring what is customer centricity, why it's important, how you can apply different human-centric design thinking practices, such as customer journey map, user story mapping, empathy maps, customer persona, so on and so forth. So that is something which is foundation of building the right product by putting yourself into the customer's shoes and understanding whether what you are going to deliver for that there is any customer base or not. Next thing is, even though development team or agile teams are delivering things at a regular cadence, you want to ensure that the ultimate power is given in the hand of those people or that group who has got better understanding of the market. For example, it's a Christmas time now. So but before certain services products which are going to be ready to be launched during Christmas period, definitely there are many companies, organizations who are working for those things over a period of a long time. Now you don't want to release something before festive season, but at the same time you want to build it. So release on demand and develop on cadences concept where you'll be developing incrementally, but you'll release it only at the right time for the right market in the right condition. So that's about developing on cadence, releasing on demand, and that power is given in the hand of those key decision makers like product managers, business stakeholders who know better about market and customer needs. Another one is DevOps and continuous delivery pipeline. Now, there is a one misconception or myth about SAFe that people assume that, oh, you are working in a release train, which is going to take around 10 to 12 weeks to build one big solution increment. So you are not going to deliver anything on a regular basis. That's not the case. Continuous delivery pipeline talks about as and when things are ready, as and when there is a right condition in the market to launch those features, capabilities, solution increments, expectations that you will be releasing them. At the same time, you will be continuously exploring new opportunities, new challenges which are faced in the marketplace, new ideas which customer want to be delivered. And whenever things have been ready, you will continuously integrate. If you are going to launch, let's say, new mobile app, and for that you need to ensure that there are changes in a customer CRM systems or where customer data is maintained, and then you are keeping business logic somewhere else. You want all those three teams to work in parallel, and then you want to integrate that so that there aren't any last minute surprises. So that's about continuous integration. So when we talk about agile product delivery, we are talking about building right things at the right time for the right market. So we have so far looked at team and technical agility, agile product delivery. Now, when it comes to governance, when it comes to funding, this is the area wherein I have seen a lot of organizations, where team members who are following agile practices struggle to gel well with the traditional approach, governance or funding approach. Now, in SAFe, what we have got is called lean portfolio management, wherein there's a mindset shift. So rather than focusing on funding projects and creating those temporary teams who might work in silos and that knowledge might not be retained within long-lasting teams, concept here is that you should organize people around value stream or agile release train or team of teams, which we have seen, and then you should continuously fund them so that value will be delivered at a regular cadence. So rather than project based funding, it's all about value stream and release train based funding. Having said that, you will definitely can have lean budgets and guardrails through which you will ensure that based on what kind of situations are arising, what kind of trends are there in the market, what solution you want to deliver, you will adjust the funding which will be provided to different value streams or release train or team of teams. It also ensures that rather than having a big business case wherein you are expecting return on investment after 2 years, you will come up with a lean business cases, which will be applying lean startup thinking, wherein you'll have minimum viable product, you'll have clearly defined business outcomes, you'll have experiment hypothesis written, success criteria clearly articulated, and you'll find out whether that business case is valid or not through short cycles. Uh, when we look at the three dimensions of this lean portfolio management, we can see that strategy and investment funding is one dimension when you try to, at enterprise level, connect whatever strategic theme has been set with how you are going to align that during execution through epics and how those epics will be funded. There's a three-way leadership at that level. Then you got a lean governance through which you ensure that all governance practices are followed, lean budget and all those guardrails are maintained. And agile portfolio operations, where you can have portfolio Kanban to understand the flow of work, make decisions, prioritize work based on a lean economics, such as cost of delay as well as job size. In SAFe world, we quite often refer it as a weighted shortage job cost. So all those things which will help you to put governance in place, have lean budget, guardrails, optimize flow of ideas across the organization or value stream, and connecting whatever work team of teams or release train is going to do with the portfolio and whatever work portfolio is doing with the enterprise direction or strategic teams is something covered in lean portfolio management. This is again quite interesting topic. I'm tempted to say that there is 2 day, 3 day course which focuses only on this particular core competency. Now, if we put everything together, so this is a one pager. If you want to explore more, you can go to Scale Agile website, and there's an interactive poster where you can click on each one of those icons and find out more. There is Scale Agile portal is quite rich in terms of material. You can read different articles and try to explore more about this particular framework and seven core competencies. So this is a simplistic version wherein you have got lean portfolio at top, through which you have got portfolio backlog, lean budget, and then that work is picked up by the teams. So there is agile product delivery. So you got a product managers, product owners working together to define what needs to be done in terms of program backlog, and that work is picked up by agile teams during their iteration, and that work is planned together collectively during something called as a big room planning or PI planning, program increment planning, which happens for 2 days for to plan work which needs to be done in a quarter or so. So that's how this lean SAFe 5 or lean enterprise look like. Now, if you are keen to learn more, there are different ways. And I will say the best way to learn anything is to read, and read. Right? But unfortunately, we don't have enough time in our diary to keep reading books, keep reading different articles. If you want to have sharp focus and then learn from someone, industry expert like me, who has helped to stand up few release trains, acted as a release train engineer, agile coach, and taken release trains and that agile program from one stage of maturity to the next maturity, then it will be a good idea to go and attend these trainings. So leading safe, 2-day training, ideal for anyone who want to explore agile at scale. I will suggest if you have been worked in agile space since few years, have seen how agility works at a team level, then leading safe will help you to connect the dots and find out how those practices can be applied at a large scale, where you will be exploring those 7 core competencies. If you are curious, you have worked as a Scrum Master or you want to work as a Scrum Master in a big enterprise, then SAFe Scrum Master is another opportunity. Again, 2-day course. Product management or product owner. This is focused towards, again, agile product delivery core competencies. All those things which we have seen briefly touched will be explored more in this course. Typically business analyst, anyone who want to transition into product owner role, or even scrum masters or agile coaches, consultants who want to explore product ownership side of world, uh, go and attend this training and learn new tools and techniques. And then, most importantly, last but not the least, lean portfolio management, typically suitable for anyone who want to pursue career in agile delivery landscape as an agile delivery manager, program manager, or agile portfolio manager. This lean portfolio management course focuses only on that LPM, lead portfolio management core competency, and you get fair good amount of knowledge and understanding about how things needs to be organized at portfolio level. So there are different things, different ideas, and different core competencies explored as part of this course, these courses. If you are curious to do any of those or want to just brainstorm and seek some advice, I'm more than happy to help you in the journey. So what's next? So as I mentioned, best way to start learning is and have that fast track learning is having formal education through recognized certification courses like Scale Agile, which we have seen. If you have seen my earlier videos, we have also explored PMI Discipline Agile Toolkit, and then there's Enterprise Agility University, which focuses on enterprise agility foundational skills or capabilities and change management capabilities. Get mentor from so best way is that after doing training you will know what to explore, where to explore, but that's not the end of journey. I will say that is the beginning of the journey, and you need a mentor even before selecting any training to understand whether that's a right fit for you. What should you do next? Get mentor from any of the agile practitioners or experts. I'm going to share my details shortly, so I'm more than happy to act as a mentor. You can reach out to me and we can have 15-20 minute consulting call wherein I can understand where you are standing in your journey and how I can support you. Network and connect with different learning groups. So we have what WhatsApp Agile Leadership Group. If you reach out to me, I will add you there, where we share different articles, different learning opportunities. Uh, and if you know someone in at your workplace, just pair up with that person and shadow him or her. There's nothing wrong in it. Probably you will learn a lot by just observing, by just shadowing that person when it comes to how to tackle certain situations, how to have those conversations with strong stakeholders, how to facilitate agile ceremonies, so on and so forth. And then go deep by reading books. There are so many things to learn in this agile space, and if you truly want to become agile leader, then you have to be lifelong learner. And best way to explore any topic in detail is by reading lean agile books. Based on today's topic, I will recommend Project to Product book by Mark Custon, and that book will give some ideas about Lean Startup by Eric Ries is another book which you can read if you want to explore more about product uh, delivery, agile product delivery, and watch videos, listen to podcasts, participate in different sessions, and subscribe to our YouTube channel to watch our earlier videos. So that's about it. So these are few details about me. I'm based in Melbourne, Australia. Having said that, I have been fortunate enough to work across the world in many multinational companies. And right now in Agility Academy, we have got students or agile leaders who are based in Europe, US, as well as Asia Pacific. Here is my WhatsApp and Telegram number. Feel free to text me on this number. I'll be more than happy to help you in your journey. So apart from Scale Agile, we have our expertise in different areas, and would love to know, how and how we will be able to support you in your journey. That's it for today. Let me quickly check if there are any questions on LinkedIn. If not, I reckon we are good to wrap up. Cool. All right. Thank you, everyone, and wish you good luck in your agile journey. Uh, uh, Give me a shout if you need anything here through on WhatsApp, Telegram, or on LinkedIn. And there's a QR code. If you scan that, you can go and explore different learning opportunities on Agility Academy as well. That's it for now. See you next week soon. Thank you. Have a good one.